Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers, sisters and brothers, especially dear reciters, and more especially our dear beginners and learners of the recitation of the Holy Quran. Welcome to Furqan program from Ahlebait TV. Dear viewers, as always, we are live from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday. And of course, in 3 other days, you can watch the repeat of the program at the same time. And also, of course, another point that is about the repeat of every program. For example, from today, the repeat is tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. inshallah. Inshallah, today we will continue with the letters, and we will continue with the letter Lam, Mim, Noon, and inshallah Ha. And as you see, inshallah, in the whiteboard. And before that, I will do some recitation of the Holy Quran, and I want to recite Surah Al-Qiyamah. Because of selection of this surah is because we have the letter Lam, Mim, Noon, and Ha in this surah too much, and of course I want to recite this surah, and the page number is 577. And ayah number 1, Surah Al-Qiyamah. Please, dear viewers, especially dear reciters, accompany me and open your Quran. Again, I repeat the page number, that is 577. Please accompany me with the recitation of the Surah Al-Qiyamah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا أقسم بيوم القيامة ولا أقسم بالنفس اللوامة أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه بل يريد الإنسان ليفجر أمامه يسأل أيان يوم القيامة فإذا برق البصر وخسف القمر وجمع الشمس والقمر يقول الإنسان يومئذ أين المفر فإذا برق البصر وخسف القمر وجمع الشمس والقمر يقول الإنسان يومئذ أين المفر كلا وزر إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر بل الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة ولو ألقى معاذيره ولو ألقى معاذيره لا تحرك به لسانك لتعجل به إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآنه ثم إن علينا بيانه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا أقسم بيوم القيامة لا أقسم بيوم القيامة ولا أقسم بالنفس اللوامة أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه بل يريد الإنسان ليفجر أمامه يسأل أيان يوم القيامة فإذا برق البصر وخسف القمر وجمع الشمس والقمر يقول الإنسان يومئذ أين المفر كلا لا وزر إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. Dear viewers, thank you very much for your attention, and of course I want you also at the same time you are going to recite these verses of Surah Al-Qiyamah, and of course you have to also read the meaning and also the interpretation, we say tafsir, of these verses, because the meaning of these verses are really important and with good ma'ana, inshallah. You have to make plan of reading the recitation of the Holy Quran at the same time, inshallah, reading the meaning of the Quran. So we're going to restart our lesson of today. That's about the letters, letter Lam, Mim, Noon and Ha. As you see, the design of the 4 letters, and of course you are seeing letter Lam at the first letter, inshallah, for today. And you see the movement. We have 2 movements for the letter Lam in general, but here we have the movement. It is like Alif, so you have to write as the first movement, that is writing Alif, just as the size of Alif, and then we have to use the half circle here, as for 2 movement I did in 2 different forms. That is the first movement and that is the second movement, so in total would be letter Lam. And of course you also consider this shape or this form we use also for the letter Lam, and of course that is without dot. I put without dot because you have to see the same form we use here for the letter Lam and also for the letter Noon, inshallah. So let's go for the letter Lam and the examples of this letter, inshallah. Dear viewers, you see the form of the letter Lam at the beginning, inshallah, in short while. So always you have to do the Alif, that is the Alif, and then here when you are at the baseline you join, so with the letter after it could be in, that is the where you have to join it. And then we have another letter, so that is just the same form as Alif you're writing, and then here you have this type of movement for the letter after it. For example, if the letter after it, the letter Lam is Waw, so you write letter Waw, I write in in another color, in green color for you, dear viewers. So that is letter waw. So we say low, and that is the form of lam at the beginning, dear viewers, and then waw. If you can't see waw, I will write again in black color. So that is low, and the form of lam, and then waw. So low, the meaning of low, we say in English, if, as we have in some verses in the some surahs, especially as we have for the many surahs, but one of them is for the importance of the Quran. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. That is law, or the meaning of law is if. So that is lam at the beginning. And another example, again we write the alif, and here it's better to do as just as an angle for the letter after it. So we do like this as an angle, and then we write the letter alif here. This is la, of course, but for you, because both of them are in the same line, they are parallel, so it's really difficult to say that is la. So in this case, we change the angle and we write like this, la, and then we change 30 degrees as I mentioned yesterday for the letter la. So do it like this. That is la. Of course, this one is also la, but this is we use in Quran as this is like this two movement, but of course we have like this. It's better to do like this, dear viewers. As you see, we have alif, but before we reach to the baseline, we have as a movement like to reach to the baseline, and then we have alif in this way, that is 30 degree, dear viewers. So that is la. La means no. So that is the words la, it means no. So these are the letter lam at the beginning, and then, dear viewers, of course I want you also to practice these words and also the way of writing letter lam at the beginning. And now we go for the letter lam in the middle. Always pay attention, dear viewers. The letters, they are connecting with the letter lam, except alif, waw, dal, dal, ra, zai. They don't join, but we use this form for the letter lam, as we mentioned for the beginning. And right now we have just this. This is the form of letter lam. And it's better, dear viewers, to use like this space, exactly this space. If you see exactly this space, to show that there is a joint, like when you use as the exactly 8 in Arabic language, you have to use like this. So that is lam in this part, and that is the letter before lam. Example, for example, we can write kalla, and then that's kaf, and that is lam is longer, and as we designed before, that is the word kalla. Of course, it has also tashdid. Inshallah, I will explain about tashdid. What does it mean? Kalla. And that is the letter kaf we studied yesterday. And here is the joint of letter kaf with the letter lam. And also we have letter lam with the letter alif, dear viewers. So we have in this case letter lam in the middle, and before letter lam we have letter kaf, and after letter lam we have letter alif. So you have to consider this form, dear viewers. That is the form you are using for the letter lam in the middle, as we have here. You see, we have like the letter 8 in Arabic, so you have to use it for the letter lam in the middle. middle. And then we go for the letter lam, also in the middle. Another example, dear viewers. That is for the baseline, and then we have the word. Also, it's good for you to practice the letters we studied before. So that is the word muallim. So I will also, this letter has shadda or tashdid. Of course that is muallam, but we have to write this here, and you will know the difference between muallim and muallam. That is muallim, and lam has shadda, and here we have lam in the middle, joined with the letter ayn before it, and joined with the letter lam after it. That is especially that number 8, as I mentioned for you, to consider for the letter lam in the middle. Muallim, that is teacher or tutor, you can use. So for muallim, the meaning in English we say teacher. So that is the lam in the middle of a word. And then, dear viewers, we go for the letter lam at the end. Always we have to consider at the end we have two types, dear viewers. One type could be for the letter lam joint, and another could be separate. So for separate, of course, we use like this, but for joint, we join. You see, you join, and then you go for the alif, like alif, and then you here have this type. Also here you have to use that space of number 8, so to show that. So that is the spot, and then you go for the letter alif, and then like noon. So that is for the letter lam joint. And also we have like these examples. For example, we write letter ba, that is for the letter ba, and then lam, this case bal. So we have bal, bal or balki. Also we have like this in Arabic. So and then and otherwise we use the translation like this for bal in English. So that is the form of ba, and joined with the letter lam. In here we have the joint for the letter lam. So that is the joint, and that is the alif, and that is the circle of the letter lam. So that is joint for the word of bal. And also another examples for both types, joint and separate. For example, we have jamal, dear viewers. We have, you can see inshallah for the word of jamal. The word hamal, also we have the word of hamal and also jamal. Of course you know about the war or fight of Jamal, and that is the spot to join with the letter lam and then the alif, and of course you come back, and here that is Jamal. Also we use some type of the name of camel, that is Jamal. Of course we have camel in English. So that is the joint of alif at the end, pardon me, the alif, of course that's alif, and then the form of noon, so together lam, that is the joint of lam at the end. And then we have also the letter lam separate at the end. It's like as we use in general. For example, when we use the word أول, so that is the word أول. Dear viewers, you see in this word we don't join any letter, so that is letter waw and also alif and lam. They are separate. This is the one word, of course. We have three letters and they are separate: alif, waw and lam. Lam is separate. So we are, of course, many of you may are doing your maghrib and also your isha together, and may Allah accept your amal. And we go back to our lesson for the letter lam at the end. And of course, I wrote an example that was for the word of awwal and letter lam at the end. So awwal means first, and that is letter lam at the end, and we don't connect with the letter waw. That is also important. You have to consider for the letter lam at the end. So we go for the letter mim right now, dear viewers, and how to write letter mim. And of course, after letter lam, we have the letter mim, and you will find how to write the letter mim. For the letter mim, dear viewers, we use alif, of course, but not from the top part to the lower part, and always try to fix this part. That is the letter mim. For the letter mim, we use like alif, but for the lower part. So we have to write at the first, always like this. That is three parts you can write, and then that is the head of mim, and then one alif. Also, you can write as a circle, so that you can write as a circle, for example, like this, and then join it. It's also correct. And also the best form is like this: 1, 2, and then half a circle, and then mim. That is for the letter mim in general. And of course the movement, as I mentioned here, that is movement number 1, and then half a circle, and then movement towards the headline, the baseline, and then one alif to the lower part, to the down part, or downward, better say. So that is the movement of the letter mim. So we have, for the letter mim in general, we have 4 movements. So one movement is as we use for the letter ba or ta, but lesser than that one, as I'm going to write it again for you that also with the mim at the beginning. And inshallah, the forms of mim you will find exactly. So again, so one movement, and then a circle, and then you go this way, and that is for the letter mim. So this is mim. And also you can write as mim should be always on the top, but if for the mistaking for the letter fa, in some texts you will see mim is under the baseline like this, and it's also the correct form of the letter mim. So that is for the letter mim when we are using under the baseline. And in this case, when you are writing, you do like this and write mim. That is for the letter mim, especially when you use at the end. When we use at the end, we use sometimes like this. Good. But inshallah, I will write examples for the mim at the end, and also in the middle, and also at the beginning. So letter mim in the first position, dear viewers, could be like this for the mim, and I'm going to write letter mim in this position. So for the letter mim, so you have like this. For the letter mim, of course, that's general. For the letter mim, always you can use also like this form. That is also another form of the letter, one movement, and another circle, and then come back to the, so that is one movement, and then a circle, half circle, and then come back to the baseline. That's another form we use usually for letter meme at the beginning. So how is that? Is one like this, and then a circle, half circle, and then come back to the baseline. That is for the letter meme. So again, I write the movement, dear viewers, in one, and that is two, and then in this case, when you reach there, you come back to the baseline. That's really important to memorize these movements in your mind, because if you have these movements in your mind, of course, for you it would be easy to write the words and also to know what letter you are reading. So examples for the letter meme at the beginning. As also I mentioned for the letter lam muallim, and I'm going to write the name of, also that is for the first part. I'm going to write the baseline again. That's for the baseline, and then the name of, so we have here meme, that is at the beginning, and then we have ha joined, and then you will find for the letter meme, and of course we have the letter dal, and then this way. So the word Muhammad, of course the word Muhammad, that is for the beginning, and then this part, then come back to the letter ha, Muhammad, and this is meme in the middle. Inshallah, I will explain to you. So Muhammad, meme has shadda. Muhammad is the name of our Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, and also it is the meaning of this name is admired, the person who is really admired, and because the root is hamada. So that's for the letter meme at the beginning, dear viewers, and don't forget to use like this form, that is 1, 2, and then come back to the baseline. So we go to the another example. Of course, I know you are writing the examples and you are practicing, because you don't need to go to the course, because we are coming to your home and you have your course of learning also Arabic language, you can say, or also the language of Quran, and you are learning Quran, and of course it's not necessary for you to register yourself for some classes. We are coming to your home, but of course the good way is that be with us and practice the recitation of the Holy Quran, and also the tajweed lessons, especially lesson for the alphabet. As we have in English language, as a proverb, we say the first step is the hardest. Of course, maybe for some of you this lesson would be difficult, but if you learn the base of something, the base of Quran, the base of language, so of course the next steps would be easier for you. So and alhamdulillah, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is always with us and will help us. If you go one step toward Allah, Allah will come to you 10 times more. So we go again for the letter meme, 1, 2, and that is letter dal, mad. So that is the word mad. Inshallah, you will learn in the recitation of the Holy Quran. One movement, half circle, and then come back to the baseline. That is for the letter meme. Mad, that is elongation. So the word elongation we use in the recitation of the Holy Quran. And also we have another word that is also easy for you to man. Man we use in Arabic language, who or which person, man. And if we use kasra here, it could be min, and it means from. That is man, as we have in recitation of the Holy Quran in some verses, man amana billahi. That is meme, and then we have nun. So that is for meme at the beginning, and then we go for the meme in the middle, dear viewers. As always, you have to know we have some letters joined with the letter meme, and some letters they are not joining with the letter meme. So in this case, you have to know the letters, especially letter alif, waw, dal, ra, zai. They are not joining with the letter meme. So in this case, for the joint part, we use this type, and then as a meme, that is the joint. So one movement, and that's as a circle you have to do. So that's one movement. You go this, and then from when you go this, and then you have this movement. That is the movement of the letter meme in the middle, as we mentioned for the word of Muhammad. So that is meme in the middle, and I'm going to clean this spot and write the examples for meme in the middle. That is the baseline, and the word we are going to write for the letter meme, that is one meme, and that is another meme, and then mamduh. You can write at the end like this, letter ha, but the best form for the letter ha, dear viewers, is to write, I will write, clean this part, and I will write again the letter waw, and the best form for the letter ha is to write like this, as I mentioned for you. So that is mamduh. The word mamduh. So the reason of writing of this letter is to write for you letter meme at the beginning and also letter meme in the middle. So we have the word of mamduh. Good. Mamduh is coming also from madah. It's also like admired, the meaning of admired for this word. And you see, dear viewers, the form of letter meme in the beginning, and also this form. That is just as this form in the middle, and then we have letter dal, waw, and ha, mamduh. That is for the letter meme in the middle, and then we go for the letter meme at the end, which form it has, inshallah. So letter meme at the end, as I mentioned for you, dear viewers, it could be like this, it could be like this, but it depends if the letter meme is separate or if it is connected. So letter meme, if it is connected, so we have like this, and that is for the connected. So in this case, in some words we have like this. You see, dear viewers, that is a circle, and then joined with the letter after it. And also we have sometimes like this, because they are using on the lion, and in some forms they are using like this form. You have to, if you read some type of the Quran, they will write like this. But usually these two type is accepted, and of course this type also is accepted, and this is the some form of the letter meme. So just we have about 1 minute, dear viewers, and I'm writing just one example for you for the letter meme, as that is the word of qalam, that is qaf, and then lam we studied today, and then meme, that is the word qalam, and that is the meme, dear viewers. In this case, as you see, the circle we have, and just joining from this part to the circle, and then alif, the form of alif here. So that's for the example of the meme at the end. And of course, dear viewers, we will continue with the letter noon, ha, waw, and ya, inshallah. Next session, it could be on Friday. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can call to our program, our colleagues, and our person also. We are at your service. Thank you very much. We'll see you on Friday. Khuda Hafiz.